Hello, hello. How's everybody? This is day 2 of how to connect with your higher self using mandala and meditation. So today I want to talk to you about colors, right? So when you are using a mandala and you're meditating or you are in the zone, so to speak, and just like coloring and letting, just doing whatever you want, you usually just want to choose whatever color you like, right? Whatever comes to you, whatever you feel like doing. So for example, I really like earth colors. Green's my favorite color, and I'm always choosing greens and blues and that type of color when I do my stuff. However, I have found that sometimes I start doing a mandala and I'm choosing colors like reds or orange, and as I'm using them, I'm thinking, this is not my favorite color. Why am I using this color? I don't like this color, or something like that. But I keep going. And it has to do with what you're feeling that day. Hi, whomever you are. I don't know who you are because it's not showing up on my phone. So sorry. But hi, thanks for being here. So you're connected to how you're feeling, right? And that's part of your connection to your higher self. It's Tao! Hi, Tao! Now it came up. Yay! Okay, little delay there. Thanks for being here, Tao. I love you. I'm so appreciative of you. Okay, so if you're doing something and you're choosing a color that you're feeling like, hey, this is not my favorite color. Why am I doing this? Why am I working with this color? It usually has to do with how you're feeling, and your higher self is trying to communicate that with you, right? So for example, and all colors have different meanings, right? And you can really connect and figure out like how you're feeling or how to use this by looking at your chakras. Like, so if you look at any chakra chart with the colors, so like for example your root is the red, then like look at like what that means. You can look at that stuff, at those words, and see how you are feeling. Okay. Oh, I love you, Tao. Did you feel that? Did you feel that hug I just sent you? Okay, so just use, when you are using your mandala and you're coloring it, just go with the flow. Go with whatever comes out. Hi, Emily. Hi. So thank you for being here. I love you too. Oh, thank you for your support, guys. Okay, so just go with the flow. Go with whatever you want. Hi, Dahlia. Oh, thank you again. And thanks for earlier, Dahlia. Okay, I'm getting off track here. Now, I'm gonna get more off track. I want you to look outside. It's snowing again, and I am not feeling this. I do not do cold well. Like this type of weather makes me want to just be in my nice bed, cuddled up, and just like sleep and just do nothing. That's what I feel like doing. I'm really connected to the sun. I have no idea about my charts or anything, but I do know that as soon as the sun comes out, I feel completely happy and energetic, and I just want to give everything away to everybody. But this weather is not working for me right now, so I'm going to try to move those clouds away from my house and see if some little bit of sun comes over. Okay, so going back to the chakras and the colors, right? So each chakra has a specific color. So you have your root chakra at the very bottom. You can think of it as your hips area, but like in the center. And then you go up to like right below your belly button, and that is your sacral, and that's orange. And then you go right above your belly button, then that's your solar plexus, and that's the yellow color. Then you go up here to the green, your heart, and your throat is the light blue. That's where you speak. And then your third eye is the purple, and then you have the violet up here for your crown chakra. So align your colors to what you're doing, and then you can see where you're feeling and what you're working on. Does that make sense? So let's say you're doing a mandala and you're using all kinds of like blues and purple colors, then you're definitely aligned with this part, right? Your throat and your third eye and your crown chakra. And if you're using like the red colors, then you're definitely more rooted or more connected to that, or that's what you need to work on. So it just depends, right? It depends on how you're feeling when you went into starting to choose those colors when you're creating with the mandala, and then how you're feeling afterwards, right? So I have found like a lot of my artwork, I have started working when I'm not feeling at a very high vibration. I'm like a lower vibration. And I start doing things that are like strong and like dark colors or reds and like really strong colors, which the root chakra is not, I mean, the positive things about like being rooted and stuff, but like on the opposite side is like fear, right? It's like fear, anxiety, like that's the same chakra, but it's like a different feeling, right? And then as I am painting and releasing all of this stuff and I'm getting more in the zone and connecting with my higher self, then I start to add all the colors, and I have noticed that those colors are going up your chakra, right? So like, or the colors of the rainbow, right? So I'm going to like using more yellows, which is a happy color, and I'm going up, and I always end up with some type of light. So if you see any of my paintings, even if it's like super dark, I always ended up with something that's light, with either white or light blue or yellow or something like that. And to me, it's like there's a light at the end of the tunnel type of thing, or I have broken through that that block that I was stuck in, or where I was residing for that moment or for those hours or even days or whatever it is, right? So connect that so you can start looking at those things to see where you are in life. And sometimes you might just start like coloring something and then like feel really frustrated and just want to go like and just like scribble all over the place. That's okay. That's okay, because you're just letting it all out, and by doing that you're releasing it, and then that's where you start to connect, right? You're allowing your higher self to communicate with yourself so you can release what's stuck, release what's you've been like holding in that you don't want to give away, or that is like really deep within you. You know, you're releasing it. So it's okay to make ugly art, so to speak. I created a pretty ugly artwork that's actually still sitting outside in my backyard I did it, I don't know when it was like October or something, and I was not in a good place, or I was having issues, and I just went out there and I basically poured all my paints on it, and then I started scratching the paint because it was so much, and I think it's really ugly. It has like all of like basically just primary colors plus brown, you know, it's called mud. When you combine everything together, it just looks like mud. And my husband's like, oh, you know, I like it. I'm like, really? Like, it's horrible. It's so ugly. Like, it's just like mud to me. So it never made it inside the house. It's still outside with all of the rain and snow and all of that. It's never going to make it into the house, because it was just, for me, it was just a release of moving through what I needed to do. And after that, I felt so much better. So yeah, art is amazing that way. Coloring and whatever you're able to do when you are just putting it down on paper. It's different than writing, right? So there's journaling, there's like automatic writing, there's, you know, all kinds of things where you get to do writing and stuff. But like when you're talking about colors, you're not really thinking words, right? And words can be very linear. Like you're like really trying to compartmentalize. Is that how you say that? Okay, you know what I mean. Having troubles here with my words. See, because I am thinking very visually right now. I'm thinking about shapes and colors, very abstract. So when you're putting those things down and you just let yourself go, then once you have, once you step back and then you get to see it, then you're able kind of like to interpret it, or you don't even have to interpret it. You're just going to feel better. Like I promise you, you're going to feel better if you allow that to happen. And sometimes we're feeling just like really, really down, or like we don't have time and we only get to do it for 5-10 minutes, and that's okay. And then next time you might be able to do it a little bit longer. Something I noticed, however, I was doing laundry this morning, and I was actually putting away my laundry, and I noticed that a lot of the my clothing that I was putting away were green. So I was definitely in a green zone last week, where I was really feeling the love chakra right here, the heart. So that's where I was all of last week, because a lot of my pieces, including my PJs, were like really green. Hats, green, like everything. So that's, yeah, definitely color therapy, Emily says. Yeah, so yeah, just keep track of that. Also, like, many years ago. I remember I was going through a really bad time in my life, and then I was coming out of that area, and I was moving out, and I opened my closet, and I was getting rid of a lot of clothing because I didn't need it anymore, because I was working in like corporate thing, and that was not good. And I noticed that my closet was like all black, right? Like all of my clothes were black. And why was that? Because where I was mentally and spiritually at the time, that's what I was doing. And I'm not talking about like cool black colors, okay? It's just like regular black colors clothing. So I remember like moving that out, and then a couple of weeks later, I remember walking past my closet and the door was open, and noticing that there were colors there, and noticing all of that and thinking, wow, like, look at that. Like, it's like the way I'm feeling, it's reflecting in my clothing as well. Yeah. So yeah, colors have a lot to do with everything. And I'm in my room. This is my bedroom. And as you can see, it's green, and it's also green walls. Okay, maybe it looks kind of whitish for you, but it's green. And I just, that's the way it came when I bought it, the wall, not the curtains. And I love that, right? Because it's my favorite color. I just feel so calm here. And so I just love my room. The lighting, it's awesome. And it's just the way it feels, right? The way that you feel. And the lighting in the room, also adds to the colors and the way that we're feeling. So yeah, that's my second tip for you that you can do on your own if you're using mandalas, like pre-printed mandalas, to connect with your higher self and just get some answers or some clarity, or just to move from wherever you're stuck to the next thing. Okay. Also, I believe I put a link on this thing to my class, my painting class. There's going to be in about 2-3 weeks. So I have 2 dates. I have March 13th and the 20th, and they are 2 o'clock and 1 o'clock respectively. And I put down for an hour and a half, but they may go up to 2 hours, but it's going to be at least an hour and a half. And you're going to really love it. We're going to all be together. I'm going to raise the energetic level for the group while we are working, and you're also going to receive music that it will be because I didn't do it yet. I have the music, I just haven't done this part, but my guides told me that I needed to do this. So I'm going to do a guided meditation for you to be painting with it, and you'll be able to keep that as well, so that as you continue to work or play with colors after the class, you'll be able to have that as well, to raise your energetic level and connect a little bit better with your own higher self. Okay. All right, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much, guys, for coming, and I love you so much. Big hug from me to you, and I'll see you later. Bye.